Hello and welcome you once again in this new session of geography. In this session, we will continue with our last session where we have ended minerals. In the last session, we have learned about the minerals and their roles, types of minerals, metallic or non-metallic, and distribution of these minerals in India and the world. So in this session, we will continue with the distribution of the minerals. In the last session, we have ended with the distribution of bauxite. In this session, we will start with the distribution of copper. As you know that copper is a very good conductor of electricity. Copper word you have heard from the ancient time. In your history also you have learned about the copper age, iron age, bronze age. It is a metal which has been used since the ancient times. Copper is widely used to make alloys like bronze, brass, German silver, etc. You see, these are the alloys which are made by the coppers. Copper is also a very good conductor, as I already told you. It's a very good conductor of electricity. It generally occurs in the combination with the iron, silver, gold, lead, etc. Its combination are with iron, silver, gold, lead, etc. And the main producing countries are Chile, USA, Russia. Apart from that, Canada, Zaire, Zambia, Australia, Peru and China. India though produce the copper, but it is not in India, it does not produce enough copper. Now the second one is uranium. It is an radioactive minerals mainly used to make the electricity. It generates the electricity, and also uranium is used to make the atom bombs. It is one of the heaviest minerals. Uranium, as we know that it's an radioactive minerals. It is mainly used to generate the electricity, and also it is used to make the atom bombs. It is one of the heaviest minerals and does not occur widely on the earth. And the main producing countries of uranium are Ukraine, Canada, Australia, USA, South Africa and Russia. Then limestone. Limestone's combination is the calcium carbonate CaCO3. Limestone is derived mainly from the sedimentary rocks. It's very important. You just learn that it's derived from the sedimentary rocks. Having shells and skeletons of the dead animals, the main consumers of the limestones are cement, iron and steel, chemicals and fertilizers, papers, rubber, caustic soda and glass. So the main consumers of the limestones are cement, then iron, cement, iron and steel, chemicals and fertilizers, paper, rubber, caustic soda and glass. And the main countries of the production of the limestones are China, USA, Russia, Japan, Brazil and India. The next distribution of the minerals are mica. Mica is a non-conductor of electricity, and it is largely used in the electrical goods industries. It is non-conductor of the electricity, and it is also used in an electrical goods industries. It can be split into a very thin sheet. So mica can be splitted into a very thin sheets. Smaller block of mica are also used in making of paint, varnishes, medicines and lubricants. So in the paints, in the varnishes, in some medicines and in the lubricants, mica are used. And the main producing countries of mica are India, Norway, South Africa, Brazil, Malaysia, Canada, USA, Russia. USA is the largest consumer of mica in the world. USA is the largest consumer of mica in the world. Now, mineral fuels. Millions of years ago, the remains of the plants and the animals were buried under the earth by the forces of nature. Millions of years ago, the remaining parts of the plants, animals, and other dead decayings, they all were buried under the earth by the forces of nature. The forces of nature means maybe through the volcanoes, maybe from the earthquake, maybe from the famine, or maybe from the flood. The largest amount of the heat and pressures inside the earth converted them remains into the fossil fuels. As we know that inside the earth, it's a very heat and there are the tremendous pressure is there, and so these dead decaying animals, plants who has been buried under the earth due to the forces of the nature has been converted into a fossil fuels. And the fossil fuels, for the example, like coal, petroleum and natural gases, these are the main source of the conventional energy. As we know that the petrol, diesel, kerosene, coal, natural gases, these all are the main sources of the conventional energy. The reserves of the fossil fuels are finite and limited. As we know that petroleum products, petrol, coal, these all are finite and they are very limited. Their consumption is rapidly increasing in the modern world than their rate of formations. Thus, one day or the other, the fossil fuels are likely to be exhausted. As we know that, as the consumptions of these petrol is rapidly increasing, and one day it will be exhaust. They cannot be replenished like commodities derived from the plants and the animal kingdom. So we must develop alternative sources of power. Now the next is coal. Coal, it's very precious to generate the electricity. It was used to produce the steam power and became the basis of the industrial revolution. And almost in all of the industries, to generate the steam power, coal is very much uses in the industries. So it is also used in a railway locomotives. It is also used to generate the electricity, and which is called the thermal electricity. The coal which we mine and use today was actually formed millions and millions of years ago under the surface of the earth, where the vegetal materials grew luxuriantly in the bogs and swampy areas. It is between the layer of the sand. Coal is in the between of the layers of the sand and silt and clay. Coal has been categorized into four varieties. The coals are of the four varieties. The first one is peat. Second is lignite. Third is bituminous, and The fourth one is anthracite. So the category of the coals are of four types. First is peat, second is lignite, third one is bituminous, and last one is anthracite. And this classification is based on the carbon contents. Whatever the carbon contents and the amount of impurities present in them. According to that, the categorized are choose how much carbon is contained in a coal and how much amount of the impurities are present in them. According to that, these four categories are these four varieties are categorized. The coal mining methods are influenced by the first is the nature of the coal occurrence, second is the thickness of the coal seams. These are the four methods of coal mining. First one is the nature of the coal occurrence, second one is the thickness of the coal seams, the types of the coal and the mode of the operations. Basically, coal is mined either on the surface or on underground with the minor variations. According to the locality, coal is mined either on the surface of the earth or underground of the earth. The main coal producing countries are China, USA, Russia, Germany, Poland, UK, South Africa, and India. In India, Jharkhand state is an important producer of coal. And the main coal producing centers in India are Raniganj, Jharia, Dhanbad, and Bokaro. Now we will read about a very important minerals, that is petroleum. Petroleum or mineral oil was in the form of the ancient times in Iraq and Egypt. Petroleum, or you can say the minerals of the oil, has been found in the ancient times in Iraq and Egypt. In the modern petroleum industries, it came into being in 1859 when the first ever oil well has been drilled in Pennsylvania in USA. The first ever oil well has been drilled in Pennsylvania that is in USA in 1859. See, okay. Now the crude oil is taken out by drilling well in an oil field on refining from the well. After drilling the well, it is sent to the oil fields where it is being refined. The crude oil gives us a large variety of the products like petrol, diesel, kerosene, wax, plastics, lubricants, etc. So from the first is the crude oil. After refining it, we make the petrol, diesel, kerosene, wax, plastics, lubricants, etc. And that is why this is known as a black gold. And more than the half of the total reserve of the petrol comes from the Middle East, like Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia is the largest reserves of the oil. The main producing countries of the petroleum are Saudi Arabia, Iran, Iraq, Qatar, UAE, USA, Mexico, China, Venezuela, UK, Nigeria, Kuwait, Libya, Russia, Indonesia, and India. In India, the main oil producing regions are Digboi in Assam, Mumbai High of Mumbai, Gujarat, and the deltas of Krishna and Godavari. Now the next one is the natural gas. Natural gas is found associated with the minerals oil. It is the association of the mineral oils that is from the outfield of the oil fields. The main producing countries of the natural gases are Russia, USA, Netherlands, China, Iran, Iraq, UK and India. Today, USA is not only the largest producer but also a very largest consumer also. In India, efforts are being made to discover the new reserves of the natural gas. The important natural gas producing regions of India are Gujarat, Tamil Nadu and Krishna Godavari regions. Now we will read about the distribution of these minerals in India. The distribution of the minerals in India, like iron. Iron is found mainly in the Jharkhand, Odisha, Chhattisgarh, Madhya Pradesh, Goa, Karnataka, Mayurbhanj, Bokaro, Bailadila and Kudermukh. Manganese in India are mainly found in Madhya Pradesh, Odisha, Karnataka, Maharashtra, Andhra Pradesh and Jharkhand. Copper. Copper in India is not rich, as we have already read that India doesn't produce so much of the copper, but some area of the production of coppers are in Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Jharkhand, Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh. Khetri has been processing plant. Then bauxite. Bauxite in India are found in Madhya Pradesh, Jharkhand, Gujarat, Odisha, Chhattisgarh, Maharashtra, Karnataka, Goa and Tamil Nadu. Gold are found in India in the Kolar and Hutti mines. It is in Karnataka. The Karnataka in India is the largest producing state, and the area are the Kolar and Hutti mines. Some small quantities of gold are also found in Anandpur district, Andhra Pradesh. The Kolar gold mine are the deepest mine in the world. Then silver. India is not an important producer of silver, but some parts of the India like in Rajasthan, Jharkhand, Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh and Gujarat, they are the silver producing states of India, out of which Rajasthan is the largest silver producing state. Limestones are found in India in Odisha, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, Gujarat and Andhra Pradesh. And mica's producing states are Jharkhand, Andhra Pradesh and Rajasthan. Main district of the mica are in Hazaribagh, Gaya, Munger, Nellore, Guntur and Ajmer. Uranium is also found in India, especially in Jharkhand, Rajasthan, Kerala, Karnataka and Andhra Pradesh. The types of mining. Now we will read about the types of mining. So types of mining, there are the process of extracting the minerals from the earth crust is called the mining. Some very different types of techniques are used for extracting the mining, like open cast mining, quarrying or shaft mining. See, this is the open cast mining. Open cast mining, and this is your shaft mining. Petroleum and natural gases are found in this shaft mining. The process of mining this petroleum is known as drilling. But the thing is that we have to conserve the minerals also. So how we will conserve the minerals? Because petroleum products are non-renewable resources. So we use the proper technique in mining activities. We must use a new technique to need to be developed to find new mineral resources in the world. The minerals should be used more efficiently, encourage recycling methods, and we must encourage the non-conventional energy resources. So you have seen the distribution of the minerals in the world and in the India. Hope all of you have understand well about the minerals in our two parts. So read this lesson very carefully, watch the two videos which I have made for you. We will once again meet in our next session with the new topics. Till then, take care of yourself. Have a nice day.